Yeah, I got my phone kind of blew up and I wasn't watching, so my phone blew up and it's funny when you play with a guy for 7 years, you know this, Tim. He's not just another teammate, but he's one of your teammates, right? And that's the way you view him. You just forget how famous he is.
Sure.
And especially as time's gone on, in the moments like when we would
Yeah.
travel and people were crazy and
Sure.
all around him and whatever, but now you just see him as, it's David, right? And
Yeah.
so but then you realize when he says something and he references you that it becomes a huge story. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I really I reached out to him after and said thank you for making those comments. We've never actually spoken about that, but I also then was putting myself in his shoes, which I've tried to do since we had some tough beginnings in LA, and it's a tough situation he came into, right? And I can understand why either he or the club or the team or everyone thought it would be best for him for all the reasons to be the captain. But it was interesting to hear him upon reflection say that that was a regret and it was the right thing ultimately because the team needed to believe in him and have him guide in that way. And I think it helped him sort of settle in more quickly. And ultimately it all worked out. But it was nice of him to say and I appreciate it.
How did you in the moment, how did you feel?
I was not happy. It's funny because I was telling you about earlier about like grinding through my book this weekend,
Sure,
and I was
sure.
going over those chapters because we talk about that in the book,
Yeah.
and it's just interesting to hear him speak about it, what my perception was at the time, and go back over that time frame. But
Mm,
then when you look back to him, like on all these things, you're like, who cares? Like we ended up
mhm,
winning 3 out of 4 years
mhm,
championships, right? It's like
mhm,
who
mhm.
cares? I just I was not happy in the moment, but in the end, if it all works out and you win, like it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.